Howdy folks, Captain Tom Hall coming at you from sunny San Diego, California. I want to do a quick walk around and walk through on the 2023 Jeanneau Sun Odyssey 440 that we have in stock here at our docks in San Diego. So let's get right to it. All right, so walking up to the 440, you can see, just like all the new Sun Odysseys, that she's got a hard chine on the hull, which is that break that you see right down there. That chine really keeps the boat from heeling over onto her ear. She heels over to about 15 degrees, and then that's where she likes to stay. You can also notice that the twin rudders are canted out at about 15 degrees. So when she heels to 15 degrees, then the leeward rudder is vertical in the water and very efficient. That's why you get only very light weather helm, and you don't get that rounding up when the boat is getting overpowered, that rounding up that you experience in most other monohulls. Real nice lines on this boat. She's just absolutely gorgeous. You can see that the chine carries all the way to the bow. Quite a plumb bow. And what they've dubbed the scow bow, which is more buoyancy in this bow section here. So the bow stays up over chop and waves and keeps the bow from digging in, makes it a drier ride, smoother ride. It's really nice. It's got the standard bowsprit with the halyard and rigging for code 0 or an asymmetrical spinnaker. This particular boat has the in-mast roller furling mainsail option and the 110, the standard 110 Dacron furling jib. We don't include the code 0 or the asym spinnaker because depending on where you are will determine, and where you're going to sail, will determine what size and cut you want of those sails. So we leave that up to the buyer. Let's step aboard quickly. I'm going to start up at the bow. You'll notice right away that our shrouds are split so that you can walk right through here very easily. Coming up onto this nice broad bow. One of the things I love about the 440 is it's where you pick up this great big sail locker. There's also access to the bow thruster there, which is a retracting bow thruster. So when it's turned off, it's up in the hull and the door is closed, so there's very little drag. There's also a nice big anchor locker up here with an electric windlass that has a remote here and also a control panel and chain counter at the helm that I'll show you in a minute. This boat is set up with the cushion for the sun deck up on the bow here. A couple things that we do here specifically with our boats is we use the stainless steel wire covering at the mast with heat shrink, so it's a really nice added touch that protects those wires. Also, you'll notice on our lifeline terminations that we get rid of the clevis pin and ring ding, and we use these stainless steel bolt with a barrel nut. Another nice addition. Nice wide side decks here. This is the convertible cockpit combing, which lifts up and then lays down like this. And there's cockpit cushions for all this, including one that hooks on the lifeline here. And then there's a panel that goes right there between the cockpit locker and the cockpit table, and it fills that in, and there's cushion for that. So this whole area becomes a big sunning deck, which is really cool. And then this just pops back up like that, and you're ready to go. That's the convertible cockpit. You'll also notice that I just came down the walk around side deck. This has been a game changer for Jeanneau. This makes getting up onto deck so much easier and safer. And you really don't get water coming down here. If you do, you've got really big scuppers that take it right out of the cockpit. But because of the way that the bow is shaped and the chine and everything, it's really a very dry ride, even in waves. So again, just the walk around side decks, you can see it just makes it super easy. The coach roof is low, so it's easy to step on the coach roof. Jeanneau's been very careful to keep the gooseneck very low. Of course, with roller furling, it's not such a big deal, but if you had a classic slab reef main and a stack pack, it's nice to have a low gooseneck that you can easily get to the things that you're using. This boat also has the electric option for the swim deck, so it makes it really nice for swimming, boarding, you know, getting on the dinghy, getting back off the dinghy. Got a big area here that's meant for a life raft, but there are also inflatable dinghies now that are small enough to fit in there. And then you've got a big locker here, access to the steering gear, the autopilot ram, and this is also set up for a generator if you want to install a generator on it. You've also got nice big helm seats here. You've got your propane there and a great big storage here. Lots of space for storing things in there. This boat, we ordered this with the upgraded Carbonautique composite helm wheels. We've got the Raymarine Ocean package, so we've got display, chart plotter multifunction displays at both helms. We got the bow thruster control, we got the chain windlass control there. At this helm, another chart plotter. On the cockpit table, we've got the autopilot and the repeater, the Raymarine repeater. One of the really cool things about the 440 is that the primary winches are moved inboard. These are electric, so that's an option that we've added. But the fact that they're toward the center line of the boat makes it very easy to single hand the boat from back here. You can actually auto tack with the autopilot and then handle your jib sheets right here. Super easy. Also, you'll notice the main sheet, which is a continuous line, comes out at both winches, so you can trim and ease the main sheet from right here, from either side. Really convenient. This compass, and this is the deluxe cockpit table with the teak cover, the teak doors and the teak leaves. It's bottle storage there, nice big storage area here. There is an option to put a 12-volt cooler in there. We've got line organizing, or line catch bag there. There is, of course, very nice cockpit cushions for all of this area, including eyebrows here and a cushion there. So it makes it really comfortable. You'll also notice that this boat has an electric secondary for the mainsail in-haul and out-haul. You can run the out-haul around this manual winch and over to the electric. Although I like to teach everybody to try to furl and unfurl the mainsail by hand. If you do use an electric winch, you want to be really careful because you can tear things up. All right, let's go down below. Nice easy access through the companionway. Only 4 steps, nice and shallow, very wide steps. So really easy to get in and out of the boat. You've got nice sturdy handrails on both sides. So this is the interior of the 440. Nice and bright, very open, airy, spacious. This is the light gray cedar interior with the dark floorboards. This is a 3-cabin, 2-head configuration. We've also ordered this boat with the electric flush heads, and both of these heads have a separate shower with a door. So it's a dry head. You also have access to the starboard aft cabin directly from the head. All of the beds are rectangular, queen size beds, so you can use standard bedding. One of the neat things about the walk around side decks is that it gives this is actually the walk around side deck, and it gives us a spot to put a extra opening port light so you can get cross ventilation in here. You got aircraft style covers for the port lights on the hull, so you can really get it dark in here. These are all storage here. Where's that handle? There it is. Nice LED indirect lighting, 12-volt fans, nice hanging locker. Really a nice, comfortable aft cabin. All right, moving right along. We do have the upgraded 57 horsepower Yanmar instead of the 45, which is standard. Wide open, this boat motor is just over 10 knots. Very efficient hull, very powerful engine. Works out beautifully. Battery switches and breakers for your windlass, anchor windlass, and some other stuff there. These are all the cockpit cushions. This is a mirrored image of the starboard side aft cabin, so we won't spend a lot of time there. Very nice forward-facing chart table with storage under the seat. This is a lifting top desk. Comes with a remote for the autopilot, the Schreiber panel for tankage, checking your tankage and your batteries. VHF with a AIS transponder. Nice Fusion stereo. Really nice sound system. Moving into the galley. Got lots of little storage areas. This is a nice pull out with a drawer here. These are quiet close. On this boat, we've got it set up with the 007 style microwave. Works out great, gives you lots of countertop space. Fridge with a nice ice box in the top. And in this boat, we ordered that with the top loading freezer. So you have lots of cold storage, additional storage there. Nice pot and pan storage down here. Being a French boat, you gotta have wine bottle storage. Also, they give you a couple of these plastic baskets that you can use for storing stuff in the bilges and elsewhere. This is the deluxe saloon table that leaves fold in. It also drops down, and you put the back cushion there on top of it to make this kind of a big berth there. This bench moves in and out on hinges. It's too hard to do with one hand, but you get the idea. And then there's also storage under here. There you go. Excellent. Let's move forward. Double doors into the forward cabin. Really opens up the interior here. Another nice big bed that takes standard bedding. And in-suite head with a quiet flush electric head, and again, a separate shower. Nice and bright in there, plenty of standing headroom for tall people. You can access the island bed from both sides. You've got a nice big hanging locker with lighting. More of the cockpit cushions there. You've got some storage here, and you've also got drawers down here. So you get quite a bit of storage in here. You pick up a second deck hatch, whereas the 410 will have one single one center line. And all of these hatches have screen or blackout option. This has some vents included. And again, you've got the aircraft style closure. So you can really make it pretty dark in here if you're sleeping. If you're off watch during the day and you want to sleep. Same thing with all the hatches here. Screen or blackout option. Also, meant to say that the audio system comes with the Bose speakers. So really nice sound system in here. More bottle storage. Of course, there's storage behind the cockpit settee and underneath as well. You'll notice that there are no bulkheads to step over either. That's one of the nice things that Jeanneau did with these boats is they've kept this floor all level here, which really works out nicely. So that's about it. Drop me a line at tomh@marinesc.com if you have questions or would like more information about this boat or any of the others that we have. And please don't forget, we also handle used boats, and we have access to every used boat in the multiple listing system. So give us a call. Thank you. Bye.